Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Keep It Pro training call, brought to you by Networking Wisdom each and every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific for the past 6.5 years. My name is Meredith, and I have the privilege to introduce the host and creator of this call, Mr. Romacio Fulcher. As many of you know, Romacio is an extremely successful international entrepreneur and a sought-after mentor and coach. I have known Romacio for about 6 years now, and I have had the privilege to personally see how he applies what he teaches through his intense focus and dedication. I have seen him build a team at record speed from scratch. I have seen him break records in network marketing, become one of the world's top MLM income earners, and help thousands of people all over the world make life-changing income. None of that compares to what I've witnessed over the past 2 years. During this time, he has made it his number one focus to grow his faith and relationship with God. His dedication and faith are so strong that I've seen him go through incredibly tough times, yet he can bounce back emotionally within minutes. His strength grows by the day, and he is extremely committed to sharing what he has learned with all of you. I have seen miracles occur right in front of us because of his strong, growing faith. He has been an incredible example for me as to how faith can change your life. Having said that, Romacio is putting 100% of himself into these calls to share everything he has learned in the hopes that his listeners can benefit from his words. Without further ado, let me get out of the way and introduce your millionaire mentor, marketplace minister, Mr. Romacio Fulcher. Are you there?
Absolutely. I am here. Can you hear me, Meredith?
Yes, I can.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for once again stepping up and being our gracious host of the Sunday Keep It Pro training call. I want to welcome each and every single one of you back again for another edition of what we've been doing for about the last 6.5 years. I never want to assume that, I never want to assume that, I never want to forget that we have new people coming in week after week, guys. Real quick, just to kind of do a little housekeeping, we do this call every single Sunday, same time, same line. The purpose of this call, it's open to anyone that has an entrepreneurial bone in your body, anyone. We are not, a couple things we don't do on this call. Number one, we don't talk about company names. We don't talk about products or services. This is a completely safe and neutral environment. There are two specific things that we do teach on the Sunday training call. Number one, we will teach you the specific skills that you need to catapult yourself to the very top of whatever business it is that you're promoting. Doesn't matter what business it is, you need business skills. The second thing that we will teach you guys is we will teach you life skills. The reason why we do both of those, one of the things that you will notice on your path to success, you're going to need both business skills and life skills because they go hand in hand. In other words, you're going to learn on your journey as an entrepreneur that as you grow, everything else around you will automatically grow. When I talk about you growing, what that really means, folks, is that means you growing spiritually, that means you growing mentally, that means you growing emotionally, that means you growing skillfully. Once again, as you grow, everything else around you automatically reflects you and your growth. So that is what we do here on Sunday. I want to welcome you. Come one, come all. I also want to let you know these calls are recorded. They're instantly uploaded to the our YouTube channel, which is Romacio Fulcher, or you can actually see it uploaded on Facebook as soon as it's over. The one thing I also want to point out to all of you before we get started is do us a favor. There's only one thing we want you to do, and that is subscribe to our philosophy. We live by one philosophy and one philosophy only, and that is we firmly believe what we make happen for others, God will turn around and make it happen for you. Would you say that with me, please? What I make happen for others, God will make it happen for me. Let's say it one more time. What I make happen for others, God will make it happen for me. I'm so delighted to get into the theme of today's call, guys. Before I go ahead and jump right into the theme, I want to remind all of the listeners that on January the 1st of 2022, we told the entire world that every single Sunday for the next 12 months, that 2022 is the year of the miraculous. This year is the year of the miraculous. Whether you have been with us for Sunday in and Sunday out since we started in January, or this is your first time listening, I want you to know you are jumping in the middle of an environment that is determined 1,000% this is the year of the miraculous. Listen, what does that really mean? I want you to think about it. What is it for you? What miracle would you like to see happen in your life this year? Guys, I'm not a preacher. This is not church, although those are both great environments. But I'm letting you know that I understand the power of decreeing. I understand the power of the words that I speak. I will manifest them. I understand that. Listen, I'm going to say it again because I know that not everyone listening to me understands what I'm saying. And unfortunately, you're just going to have to pick me up in spirit. I'm telling you, I don't care how bad it looks. I don't care where you may be at in your journey. This year, 2022, is the year of the miraculous. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been saying that since January the 1st. We've told you every single Sunday that we do this call. Every call that we do is by design. I'm going to say that again, folks. Every call, including today's call, is by design because this year is the year of the miraculous. What I want you to do real quick, grab a piece of paper. Write down right now, what is it that you would like to see happen in your life? It doesn't matter if it's a health miracle, a relationship miracle, a business miracle, a financial miracle, a parenting. It doesn't matter. Now look, I know that some of you that hear us declare and decree that this is the year of the miraculous, I know that many of you don't believe that. And that's okay. That's why the Bible says you will know it by signs and wonders. And what does that mean? That means you're going to see signs and wonders throughout the course of this year of miraculous miracles being performed. I'm telling you, I'm leading by example. I'm letting you know it's happening right now. I understand that 90% of people don't understand how miracles come to pass. And I'm just telling you right now, if I were you, I would write it down right now, and I would then remind yourself that miracle that you're expecting to happen to you. I want you to understand it is also tied together with you helping make it happen for someone else. I'm going to say it again. Think about the miracle that you want to take place in your life. I want you to understand that miracle that you're expecting to happen in your life is it's closely, underline the word closely, it's closely tied together with you playing a part in helping someone else in their life produce what they're looking to produce, and then in return, God is going to make it happen for you. That's why we say what you make happen for others, God's going to turn right back around and make it happen for you. So again, as we begin today on today's theme, the theme of today's call is not by accident. This is not something that we just randomly picked because it sounds good as a title. There's a strategic reason why the theme of today's call, ladies and gentlemen, is I am the one for the job. That is the theme of today's call. I want you to say it with me. Say it. I want your ears to hear your mouth decree before we even begin what we're going to talk about today. Say it with me. I am the one for the job. We're going to say it 2 more times. One more time. I am the one for the job. Last time. I am the one for the job. Now, we're going to dive really deep into this topic today. Now, here we are. We're in the month of July. We're getting ready to cross over into August. And again, this is the year of the miraculous. The first point that I want to make to everyone listening, those of you listening domestically, those of you listening internationally, I want you to know that miracle that you are expecting to happen to you, you have to believe that you're the one for the job. I'm going to go so deep on this. So I don't know who I'm talking to, but I want you to stay with me. The reason why you're so frustrated about whatever that issue is, you're the one for the job. The reason why you're so pissed off and so upset about how he or how she could do this to you and how they've wronged you and you just can't stand to be treated this way and all these things that are happening, at your job or on your business, and you're just so frustrated with what's going on right now, you're the one for the job. Do you understand there's tremendous power in anger and frustration? There's tremendous power. Part of the power in anger is that if you take your anger or your frustration and you leverage it, you use it as motivation to create change, once again, you're the one for the job. You're the one. You're the one. Let's go to the next person. There you are. You've been carrying all this stress in your family. You've been carrying all this stress. It seems like you're carrying everything. It seems like if you don't do it, it won't get done. I got good news for you. You're the one for the job. Let's go to the next person. There you are. You've been believing. You've got this dream of yours that you've been really sincerely working feverishly hard as best you can to help to produce this dream of yours or to hit this goal of yours. You've really been putting your money where your mouth is. You've been putting serious work towards this specific goal or dream of yours. I got good news for you. You are the one for the job. Let's go to the next person. There you are. You constantly keep complaining about whatever's going on in our world, and you just keep talking about how bad it is and how horrible things are, and this is happening and that's happening, and oh my God, how could they do that? And oh my God, how could that happen? And I just can't believe people could treat people that way. And it's just unfathomable to believe that such things could keep happening. I got good news for you. Because you're so frustrated and it's so irritating to you, you're the one for the job. Oh yeah, baby. Let's keep talking here. Let's go to the next person. There you are. There you are. You're at work, and you work with people. You work with people, and it just seems to you, privately in your mind, you are just frustrated and irritated with many of the people you work with. You don't think that they're on your level. You don't think they work as hard as you. You just don't think they are as professional as you. I got good news for you. You're the one for the job. That's why it's on you. That's why it bothers you so much. Let's go to the next person. There you are. You're very fortunate. And you've been blessed beyond measure. And you've been able to have some of the greatest mentors personally take you by the hand in life and share tidbits of nuggets on how to achieve success and do things, whether that's on a spiritual level, whether that's on a business level, whether that's on a parenting level, whether that's on whatever marriage level, whatever level it is. You've been fortunate enough to come from good stock, have great mentor, have great counsels speak into your life to give you accurate nuggets that will create change. And you're just overjoyed with how you're so thankful with how blessed you've been. I've got good news for you. You're the one for the job. And that's why you're so blessed, you're so fortunate, and that's why you've been feeling like, you know what, man, I want to help other people feel like this. I want to share this with other people. And that's why you're the one for the job. I want to talk about the next person, the person that, you know, a lot of things aren't going right for you, but there's this one thing that you're really good at, and you haven't made a lot of money yet with it. It's just something that you don't know why. It's just a gifting that you have, and it's just you can't figure it out. You don't even know if you can turn this thing into a business or not, but you're good at it. You are the one for the job. Let's go to the next person. There you are. You're a person, and it just seems like everything you do it with excellence. You're really good at it, and it just seems like you're never intimidated by anything. And you have a mindset that you really believe that you can do anything. I got good news for you. You're the one for the job. Let's go to the next person. There you are. You're bilingual. You can speak all these different languages, and you're good at translating. And the way life has gone for you, you've been able to go from country to country to country, and you just have been, once again, really blessed, really fortunate to have connections here, connections there, and you're trying to figure out, what do I do with all these connections that I've got? I'm not making a ton of money, but I have connections. I've got good news for you. You are the one for the job. Ladies and gentlemen, I can talk to you for 3 to 4 hours to fully confirm from my spirit to your spirit that you are the one for the job. What I want to do today is I really want to shift your perspective about whatever's going on in your life right now. And I want to take you to a place today where I want you to extract meaning. If things are going good in your life right now, if things are going bad in your life right now, no matter what's going on in your specific life right now, it is not by accident that you landed on this call today. Write this down. I want you to extract meaning from all that you're laboring through. I'll say that again. Our first goal today is for you to extract meaning from your situation. In other words, what does it mean? All this pain you're going through, all this frustration, you've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. What does it mean? All this uncertainty and all this stuff in your mind. What does it mean? I want you to extract meaning. Because, see, nothing can happen until you first define what it means. Let me say that again. Nothing can happen until you first define what it means. And what I'm saying to you today, the meaning is you are the one for the job. Don't look anywhere else. No one feels about it the way you feel. So that means you are the one for the job. Now, when I look through the scriptures, and I begin to look at various prophets, and I begin to see, I study the life of various different prophets in Scripture, and what we notice is that things were never perfect in their life. Things were never perfect. However, though, they were instrumental in creating change. And we can talk about David, as you guys know him, defeating Goliath. We can talk about Mary. We can talk about Joseph. We can talk about Jacob. We can talk about Nehemiah. I mean, we can go prophet after prophet after prophet after prophet. Paul, we can talk about prophet after prophet after prophet in the Bible, and what we can find, folks, they were the one for the job. Now, why is this profound? The moment you dry your tears, the moment you get done cussing everybody out, being pissed off, frustrated, confused, and you finally lift your head up and poke your chest out and decree, if it's going to change, it's up to me. When you finally begin to mentally and emotionally accept, I'm the one for the job. There's so much power in taking ownership of the situation. I know you may be the one that's right in the situation. I know they might have done you wrong. I know you don't know exactly how to fix it. I know you don't have all the answers. I know you don't have all the money. I know you don't know exactly what to do. I know all that. But for some reason, this thing is on your heart, heavy. And it just, wherever you go in the world, it just continues to follow you. Whatever this thing is. And I'm here to tell you today, you're the one for the job. Now, when you finally come to the place of maturity and realize that you are the one that's supposed to do something about that situation. I don't know if you're supposed to make a phone call. I don't know if you're just supposed to go ahead, if God is just using you as a messenger to go and say something to somebody, just to confirm something that God already told that somebody. I don't know all that. What I do know is that you are necessary. You play a role in this thing, this miracle that you want. I do know you are the one for the job. I also know life ain't perfect for you. It never will be. But you are the one for the job. But watch where we're about to go now. The moment you accept that you're the one for the job, then you're going to finally understand that's why you've got so much adversity against you. That's why they talk so bad about you. That's why it's challenging for you and it's stressing you out and all this stuff is going on. That's why the load feels so heavy, because you are the one for the job. That's why it seems like every time you try and take one step forward, you get pushed back 3. You are the one for the job. Now, by faith, ladies and gentlemen, if you will accept that you are the one for the job, then I want you to write this down. The moment that you accept that you are the one for the job, I want you to write this down, because you need to see, I want you to say this out loud. Can't nobody do it like me. I want you to say that out loud right now. Even if you're confused, even if you don't know how you're going to do it, you don't know what you don't have all the ingredients of what it takes to make it happen. You don't have to know all that. That's not your business to know all that. It is your business to say, yes, I am the one. I'm the one for the job. So let's say it out loud. Can't nobody do it like me. Do you understand the moment that you actually say that and you really mean it? Let's say it one more time. Can't nobody do it like me. One more time. Can't nobody do it like me. What you've done now is you've not only empowered yourself, you've now given yourself permission and the authority to go forward and do that thing. See, I want you to understand what's my number one goal for this call? My number one goal is for you to extract meaning about the situation that you're in. I see so many times when people don't associate the proper meaning of what's happening in their life I've seen them miss all their blessings because it was happening to them, but they didn't associate the proper meaning. They gave it a negative, a bad meaning, and therefore they never did anything with it. And the blessing was trying to happen. In other words, let me think. I want you to think of a cake. Watch this now. Okay, everybody just think of a cake. We know we need some eggs. We need a little flour. We need this. We need a few ingredients to make a cake. Now watch this. Some people, we gave them the eggs. They had the flour. They had this. They had that. They had all the little stuff to make the cake, but they didn't realize that what they had in their hands were the ingredients to produce the miracle. They didn't realize it. See, they said to themselves, no, I will believe it when I see it. And that's the problem. You're not going to see it until you first see it in your mind first. And you're not going to see it in your mind if you don't believe that you're supposed to see it. And you're not going to believe that you're supposed to see it if you don't believe that you're the one for the job. That's why it's so important for you to understand that by you saying, I am the one for the job, that is you telling the universe, all right, okay, all right, I get it. I'm the one for the job. I get it. Not only do I get it, I accept it. Number one. Number two, can't nobody do it like me. Can't nobody do it like me. You got to say that. You got to say that out loud. And number three, this is when the miracle begins to take place. Number three is when you begin to humble yourself. And you say out loud, God, help me. Lord, help me. I'm talking slow because I want you to write this down. God, open my eyes to see the vision that you have for my life. I'm going to say it one more time. Number one, God, open my eyes to see the vision that you have for my life. It's number one. Number two, God, open my ears to hear the sound of the vision that you have for my life. God, open my ears to hear the sound of the vision that you have for my life. Number three, God, give me the strategy on how to take the first step. God, give me the strategy on how to take the first step. You must write that down, folks. The problem with most people, they tell themselves, I'm not going to do it until I know exactly how to do everything. You'll never know exactly how to produce a miracle. So I strongly suggest you just ask for one step. You're never going to know exactly how to produce a miracle. This is the year of the miraculous. So I strongly suggest you ask, God, just give me the strategy on how to take the first step. That's number three. Just the first step. Number four. God, show me how do I strengthen my faith and my conviction. Number four. How do I strengthen? Show me how do I strengthen my faith and my conviction. Number five, God, connect me to like-minded people, people of substance, people of good character, that can play a part in this massive vision that you placed in my heart. Number five, God, connect me to the right aligned people that can play a part in me manifesting this vision that you've placed in my heart. That's number 5. Number 6, God, show me what to do on how to recharge my battery. God, show me what to do on how to recharge my battery to develop the stamina, the endurance for the road ahead. Show me what to do. And number 7, God, I thank you in advance. I thank you in advance. I thank you in advance. And I know that it's already done. Because the vision you have for my life is in your hands. That's number 7. One more time. I thank you in advance. I thank you in advance. Because the vision that you have for my life is already in your hands. Now, let's talk about why we just did these 7 things right here. If you're on this call today and you're the person that you think you know everything and you got it all figured out, I want you to write this down. If you ever want to make God laugh, tell him all your plans for your life. If you ever want to make God laugh, tell him all of your plans. As a matter of fact, have you not noticed that the plans that you had for your life when you were 15, 16 years old, everything has not gone according to your plan? But have you ever noticed everything has gone according to God's plan? I'm going to say that very carefully again. Have you not noticed that when you reflect back over your life, everything has not gone according to your plan, but everything has gone according to God's plan? So if you ever want to make God laugh, just tell him your plans. Because, see, you and I, we can make plans all day long, but we don't know what tomorrow brings. We make plans, but it's God who establishes our plans. So that's why these 7 steps that I just told you to do are so critical, because what you're doing is you know in your heart, and you've accepted that, yes, you're the one. Oh, I get so excited when people stand up. I get so fired up when people say, I'm the one. I don't understand what's going on, but I know I'm the one. I can't explain all that to you, Johnny. I can't explain all that to you, Samantha. I just know I'm the one. I don't know why. I don't know why they're always against me. I don't know why the obstacles are so tough for me. I don't know why I've got to work 3 times as hard as the next person. I don't know why. I just know I'm the one. That's all I know. That's all I know, is I am a part of the deal. I get so fired up when people just know, well, I'm the one. Sometimes, in your community, you hear people say, oh, they ain't going to do that to me. She's not about to do that to me because I ain't the one. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes you hear that in your community. Oh, you ain't going to do that to me. That ain't going to happen over here. You might go somewhere else with that, but you're not going to do that right here. Because I ain't the one, right? See, there's something powerful when a person stands firm and says, I'm the one. I know I may be bruised up. I know I may not talk like everybody else. I know I may not walk like everybody else. I know I don't hang out where everybody else goes. I don't do what everybody else does. I know I'm a little different, rough around the edges, whatever. But I do know this, I'm the one. I can tell you that I know I am the one. Flawed and all, I'm the one. These 7 steps are so powerful Because what you're doing now is you are now aligning with what God's intention for your life is. You're submitting to him by saying, okay, God, use me. That's what it means when you decree and say, I'm not going to keep complaining anymore. I'm the one. I'm the one. But see, here's what's the best part. We don't know exactly how to go out and produce everything that we want. But guess who does? God does. So when we begin to speak like God, by basically saying, I am the one, and God, would you lead the way for me? Step by step. I'm flawed. I'm messed up. I'm never going to be perfect, you know. But will you still just guide me frame by frame, step by step on how to do this thing? See, write this down. God is not looking for perfect people. He's looking for a willing person. He's looking for a willing vessel, someone that's messed up just like me, that's willing to say, all right, use me. I'll participate. Okay. Yeah, I'm scared. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. Yeah, I'm really scared. Be honest. I don't know what to do. What if I mess up? What if I screw this up? What if I don't know, have no money? I don't know where to go. I've never done this before. Lord, but I'm willing to be used. So powerful. Courage we're talking about. These 7 steps are now going to help you to begin to speak like God speaks. And then what's going to happen, because you've already said that this is the year of the miraculous. Let me put something on your mind real quick. It took God 6 days to create the entire world, including you and I. And he rested on the 7th. 6 days. Now, look, I'm not saying God is a genie, nor am I saying God is Santa Claus. What I am saying, it took him 6 days to produce everything that you see. When we really begin, as the younger generation says, when we really begin to tap in to God's principles, and we really begin to align ourselves with the principles of the word, I'm telling you, miracles begin to transpire and take place all the time. Miracles are happening all the time, and most oftentimes, many of us don't even notice them because they're happening so frequently, we're not even aware that they're even happening. We're so fixated and focused on, I want this, that you didn't even notice that over there just happened. I'm going to say it again. We're so fixated about, I want this, that you didn't even realize a miracle just happened over there that you were oblivious to. That's why one of the 7 steps I said, God opened my eyes to see. Open my eyes to see. And I'm not talking about your physical eyes on your face. I'm talking about your spiritual eyes in your heart. Open my eyes to see. Give me a bigger perspective about this thing. Show me a vision for my life. Show me how what I'm going through right now is just a season or a piece of the pie. Show me how this is a piece of a much bigger pie. And I promise you what's going to take place. And my second goal for those of you listening on this call, both live and to the replay, my first goal was for you to be able to extract meaning from your situation by you decreeing, I am the one for the job. My second goal for this call is for you now to repeat those 7 steps I just told you so that now you can receive wisdom and instructions on what to do. I don't want you to get off this phone call and just go back to cooking your bacon and eggs. I don't want you to get off this phone call and just go back to normal life as it was before. I want you to get off this call here and do the assignment we just said do. Those 7 steps that we just gave you, those 7 steps, I want you to go do them. And I've got one last thing, step number 3. Step number 3, write this down. After you've done those 7 steps, I want you to say this. God, I'm not taking no for an answer. I won't take no for an answer. Write that down. God, I won't take confusion for an answer. I want clear instructions of what to do. The third thing I want you to do, write it down. I won't take no for an answer. I won't take confusion and ambiguity. Ambiguity. I won't take confusion and ambiguity for an answer. I won't. I want clear instructions of what the first step is to do. Because I am the one for the job. God, you've placed this in my heart for a reason. And you're looking for willing vessels that will bring forth the manifestation of the miracle that's in my heart. Why do we call it a miracle? We call it a miracle, or we call it miraculous, because it defies the odds. No one's going to believe that that's really going to happen. No one, including you, struggle to believe that that really can happen. That's why I already told you moments ago, not everyone on this call is going to believe that this is the year of the miraculous. I'm letting you know now, guys, but that's okay. There was once upon a time I didn't believe miracles could really happen. But the scripture tells us they will see and they will know by the signs and wonders. So there will be some signs and wonders that will be manifested. What's that mean? That means they will be produced. And you're going to see it. And you're going to know, oh my goodness, how in the world did that happen? And ladies and gentlemen, it was by faith. It was nothing but the grace of God to use you and I as instruments, as vessels, to be able to produce miraculous miracles in our lives. This is why it's so important. This is not an inspiration call. That's not what we're here to do, is to get you fired up. I don't operate that way. This is a confirmation phone call, letting you know that you, my friend, are the one for the job. Do you recognize it? Have you finally grown to the place of maturity that you now can understand you are the one for the job? Is my first question to you. Do you understand that about you? My second question to you, are you ready to participate in the miracle that you are expecting to happen in your life? Yes, my friend, you have to participate in your miracle. There is a role you play, my friend. Yeah, yes, there's a role that you play. You got to participate. Are you ready? Then follow the 7 steps that I gave you. Don't forget the third and final step that I said, guys. And I promise you, you are on your way. You are on your way. And again, I want you guys all to know, this is the year of the miraculous. I'm telling you to expect miraculous things to take place in your life. Why? Why do I know this is going to happen? Number 1, you decreed it. Number 1. Number 2, you've been participating in it. And number 3, you've been trying your best to be obedient to actually follow the instructions step by step that are given to you. And it's by God's grace and his mercy that miracles will be produced in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, I'm the California Kid. I appreciate you for listening. As we end this call, once again, you'll find it up on YouTube at Romacio Fulcher. You'll find it on our Facebook channel. Do me a favor, share this call with the people that you love and care for. absolutely free, no strings attached. And, guys, we'll be right back here next Sunday, same time, same line, doing what we do. Hey, I love each and every single one of you. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys all next Sunday on the call. Goodbye, everybody.